Yeah. Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy birthday, Emerson.
Oh,
Happy
thank
birthday.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday,
mate.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
thank you. Thank you. So last night we went out for dinner, and I got a cake. Jack made it. It's a cinnamon roll cake.
Yeah.
And they got me this bag that goes hip hip hooray.
Ooh, oh.
Nice.
And then it's
Emerson,
filled
I'm
up.
making.
Wow. Cool. Very nice.
And a whole bunch of stuff and chocolates and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a buffet.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good mine. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. What an awesome unbirthday day.
Good morning, Emerson. How old are you? 51?
51.
I can't even remember 51. Dang, it was so long ago.
It's 50 plus 1.
Oh, I just turned 60 and I can't believe it. You know, I never thought it's like you when you were saying yesterday, you thought 50, oh, kill me when I'm 50.
Yeah.
I'm 60. How did I get here?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
All right. I'm going to mute and I'm going to get started with an introduction about what is apparently happening. So this was never born. There was no you that was born. You can say that you are the unborn. There's no you inside the womb, and there's no you that came outside the womb. So what seems to happen is the naturalness of everything is there's seemingly a character that is born, but he was never really born. It was not really conceived. There was no one 9 months inside. You haven't even celebrated a birthday because there's no you to celebrate a birthday. You've never spent a day of your life because there's no you in life. Let's even go further. There's no life. Although that seems really grim, what is being expressed is the celebration of this wildness, this apparent appearance, this apparition that seems to feel absolutely real, but also is a work of fiction. When I was born, my mom used to tell this story that it took her, I don't know, like 48 hours in labor. And then my dad started smoking. So when I heard that story, there was a lot of, although that was not the intention, of my parents, there was a lot of shame and guilt. And then the character started, getting built up. Although there was no beginning, there's no history to this. In the story, there seems to be a me that is convinced that, because of the testimony of your apparent parents, that there was someone that took 48 hours in labor, came out as a blue baby, So when I came out, I was dead. So they had to force me out, and then they had to revive me back to life. That creates a story of specialness as well. That also creates a story of guilt and shame. And then there's story along the way of many birthdays, many celebrations, many disappointments, many wishes. Every birthday, there is a wish of something that is not. I wish I was happier. I wish I was better. I wish for more things. I wish for a pony. I wish for a toy. Or even when you're older, you wish for things. I wish I wake up. I wish the me falls away. So last night when I blew my candle on top of this tower of delicious cinnamon rolls that someone made, I didn't even notice, but there was this blowing of the candle. There are no more wishes. There are no more wishes. Because this is the celebration of this impossibility of a character blowing a candle, a character having this joyful occasion. But it's a story. So birthdays are unbirthdayed because all the wishes have already come true. So every apparent mythological moment, it's a myth. There are no moments. There are ones that are celebrated. There are ones that are not celebrated. There are special moments. There are moments that are, or birthdays can even turn into something really horrific. There was this, when this was a spiritual teacher, I think I got like 9 birthday cakes and all of that. But all I really wanted was to go out and drink because it was eating me up, all of this popularity, all of this stuff. And the character had a tantrum. There was always something missing. I think someone said that yesterday. There is always something missing. There's always something that's wished for. There's always something that causes discontent. But that wishes, the one that's wishing all of this stuff was never really born. It's not real. It's a story. So the story is maintaining of lack, maintaining a story of missing this, missing whatever, to reinstate its reality. When what is being expressed is that there is no reality, that there's no life even happening. There seems to be reality, there seems to be life, there seems to be a birthday celebrant. There seems to be a celebration, there seems to be despair or something missing. But when it's seen that that's just a narrative, in between, sandwiched between birth and death. And there's this chapters and chapters and chapters of a beautiful appearance of drama, tragedy, comedy that seems to appear in this bookends. But the bookends are also fictional because there's no birth and there's no death. So everything in between is pure fiction. But seemingly what seems to drive it is the unborn. It's the fictionalized version of what is. So when what is becomes uncelebrated or celebrated, or it is a seeming distortion of what is, but it also is what is. So when there's a birthday just happening, but not for anyone, there's a blowing of the candle, there's a saying hooray, there's an opening of gifts, there's a lot of hugs, and there's contentment. It's a wordless contentment. It can't really be even be expressed. That this impossibility is being celebrated as a possibility. So there's this possibility that someone is born, someone's going to die, but that's not even real. It's just a possibility. But when the celebrant, when the birthday celebrant realizes that it was never born, that it's not going to die, then everything just becomes a hooray. Everything just becomes this unconditional wow, wow. And when there's so much occupation of this wowness, then nothing is lacking, nothing is missing. But because nothing is wrong, nothing is right, it's just perfect. It's just perfect as it is. So there'll be contentment here if everyone forgot, if everyone, because there's no more importance in birthdays. But when it is celebrated, there's a gratitude for it. Because this aliveness does not need anything. It's celebrated already. It's already a wow. And this is just fiction again, but every day is a birthday. Every night is death. And in between that birthday and death, anything can arise. It could be a cake made of cinnamon rolls, or it could be nothing. It could be the store shelves are empty and there's nothing to eat. In between the apparent birth and death, in between that, in this apparent day, there could be confusion. There could be clarity. There could be an elation. But how is it like to have a birthday without a birthday celebrant? It's like this. It doesn't think it's important anymore. It doesn't think it's special anymore. It doesn't long for anything anymore. Because everything that it wished for is this. This is everything that I've wished for. When there's no I, there's no more, oh, that's not what I wished for. It's everything. It's the walking in the morning with San Miguel and then walking with Ella Bella in the morning right now. It's the same thing. So every birthday that I have, I buy my mom roses, flowers, a bouquet of flowers. It's kind of like, sorry for the 48 hours of it's the engagement in the story, but also the disbelief in the story. So there's no shame and guilt. It's just a celebration. Before, when I used to give those flowers to my mom when my birthday came, it was out of guilt. This time around, it was celebration. Thank you for the stories. Thank you. It was unintentional, the shame and guilt, but also thank you for that. It created this richness, this aliveness of what this is. It's beautiful. So when you see the bookends of this apparent life as the same, the birth and the death appearing simultaneously, the birthdays and all the 364 days of unbirthdays, then it's a celebration. It's a celebration that there's this peace no matter what. It's a celebration that this is a possibility, which is also an impossibility. There's this aliveness in talking about nothing for hours and hours and hours. There's this contentment. Someone asked me before, what if you end up, for example, if you're wrongly accused and you end up in jail? That's also going to be a celebration of what is. It is what it is. Because what's being celebrated is that although there's no one home, this is always home. And it's always a birthday and unbirthday happening at the same time. There's this freedom that regardless of any situations is seen as free. Regardless of anything that happens, it's free. Not what the identity of what freedom should be or the personalized freedom, but the freedom that is appearing as this. The freedom that never really changes. The freedom that is constantly, infinitely available because it can never leave. So to flip the story a little bit, that is what is unborn. So that is unborn, meaning that it's always infinitely this. I think that's a long enough intro. Well, let's celebrate. And if you have any questions, please go ahead. Thank you.
More piano music, please.
Where's Petra? Oh, she's Hi, Vera.
Hi there. Good morning.
Good morning, Vera.
Yes, that was very beautiful, Emerson.
Oh, thank you.
All I can say is wow, wow, wow.
Thank
Everything,
you.
everything is wow.
It
Whatever is
is.
happening, everything is wow.
It
Yeah,
is.
it is.
Yeah, it is as it is. Wow, wow, wow.
It is as it is.
I'm trying to open up something here so I could second that emotion with a oh oops. That was one of my presents. It is just a celebration of whatever it is, right? It is what it is. And
Yeah.
and that was so clear, you know, with just every day. The apparent every day, right, is a celebration. And even when I found out that my ex's dad is probably passing away. So the story is kind of like there's a celebration of that. You know what I'm saying? There's a remembrance of the apparent story of that person.
Mm.
Yeah. So life and death is the same. Illusory celebration of emptiness. I like that.
Mm. Yes, it's all amazing.
It is, yeah. And also when there's no more birthday, there's no more significance, there's no more legacy, right? I used to think of what legacy should I leave behind? Or what contribution have I made? Or am I a good contribution to society? All that kind of stuff, right? Was all of this importance and self-importance. And there's nothing wrong or right about that. But it was such a big burden for this character of the legacy and all that kind of stuff. It was curating a fictional story about a character that is actually meaningless. It's trying to make meaningful of something that is meaningless. So when all the meaning drops, you know, everything becomes meaningful and not meaningful at the same time. It's beyond words, right? It's just, oh, this is already, it's like spending time with your puppy, you know, because there's no it's just this boundless freedom of whatever is happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no more editor, used to edit everything that we do. It's just it's just life in freestyle.
Mm. Yeah, no burden to carry out a legacy.
Yeah. Yeah. When this character was falling apart, it kept on going back because somebody said, "How about your legacy?" And I'm like, "Oh, my legacy that I built, for a long, long time." But when it's seen that all history dies at night
Mm.
and gets reborn again the next day, it's almost like people have life makeovers over and over again, but they don't notice that every day is a life makeover.
Mm.
And it doesn't matter even what it is to be made over, because it's just appearing as freedom, as whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
In between the bookends of that, of birth and the fictional books of birth and death, there could be someone can hit a jackpot and win the lottery, or someone can get cancer terminally.
Right.
Yeah. So all that there is this, and this is celebrated. It's no longer denied by fantasies of what should be or what is missing, because this is all that there is.
Mm.
So it's not looking forward to the 52nd birthday, because there's no such thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look for what is in the next 2 hours, because this is all that there is. So this is the perpetual birthday. It's a celebration. When there's no more celebrant, everything is celebrated.
Yeah, because it's all wow.
It's all wow. Yeah, it is. Even stepping on my puppy now is trained for the poo to go outside, but still pees all over the place.
Oh.
So walking on pee is still kind of like, oh wow, still have to potty train, right? It's also what is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all the little shitty things. It's all the big wow things. It's all the horrible things. It's all the incredible things.
Right.
But since all that there is this is all incredibly amazing, whatever it is. That's amazingly sad. That's amazingly tragic. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is. It's just aliveness, right? It seems like that when when there is a me intervention, it seems like it denies this aliveness by thinking of what aliveness should be. It looks for the next moment. It longs for what should happen. Will I fall away from this meeting? Will the me drop away from this meeting? But there's already no me in this aliveness. It's just wow. And that's even saying too much.
Mm. Yeah, it's like anything that happens, even the most tragic, horrifying thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I heard about yesterday a man going crazy in Thailand.
Oh, wow.
And he attacked a preschool of little children.
Oh.
And he knifed and shot and killed maybe 25 children.
Oh, that's so sad. That's so tragic.
Yeah, and there were other adults also, and then killed himself.
Oh.
And then that's what I could say. Just listening to that was, wow.
Yeah. Wow. That's disturbing. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, and it's everything. It's everything. And a whole bunch of stories can come up with it, right?
Yeah.
But at the apparent very moment of that happening, that is just very sad. Sometimes, what you get, sometimes, I don't really watch the news anymore. Not by choice, because there's no one choosing to do it, but it's just there's not a lot of interest in what's happening, because there is this fascination of what is in front of it, right? But when it sees, when it sees something that is, even though this is all an illusion, this character might donate, you know what I'm saying? If it has money to someone that is in need, or yeah, because there's engagement, you know what I'm saying, in this apparent, no one's engaging, but it's fully engaged with this apparent what is, but it's also this belief of what is happening. It doesn't mean that it doesn't care. The engagement cares, the character cares, the character cries, the character is aliveness, right? So it's just this unconditional wow, right? It's like being in this world and out of this world at the same time.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Vera.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Nancy goes, the care actor. Oh, Nick. Sorry, not Nancy. I'll open up the chat. Sorry, so that everyone can see your comments. Thank you, Lori. What did the character wish for on his previous birthdays? When there was a when there was a persistent illusion that the character was real, I think I don't really remember a lot, but what it wished for in its birthday, especially during the last days of spiritual teacherhood, was couple things. I can't really, this is just a story again, it doesn't really matter. It wished for peace. And then at one point it was begging for mercy to get enlightened again, right? It's kind of like please. It's kind of funny when a character begs for peace and then it gets responded with nothing. Silence. When it begs and begs and begs and it keeps on hearing nothing and silence. That's the response, because there's no response to that. Sometimes that it sees that the response is what it longs for, is silence. That's what it's wished for. Peace. So be careful for what you ask for. Because it is already. It's already done. Hi, Lauren. Hi. Lauren from Canada.
That's right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happiest unbirthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, I so appreciated what you shared this morning.
Oh, thank you.
The reason I raised my hand, apparently, is that there's a sense here that I have been in a felt sense that is very close to everything that you're describing.
Yeah.
And and from that place, I wanted to challenge myself to see, how much can I do or take on,
Yeah.
and still maintain. And I know this is a story, right?
Yeah. Don't worry.
And still maintain that. And what's the reason for me sharing this? Well, the reality at this moment for me is I don't feel that. I can't the me is in the way of the appreciation.
But the me is also the emptiness. So there's really no me in the way because it's just emptiness, seemingly as an obstruction. So when it's seen that that's also emptiness, it's just a play, right? It's already this. So even if the me seems to be obstructing it, it's emptiness hiding behind emptiness. It's the same.
It feels like a bug on its back, like
yeah, but it's the sameness pretending to be separateness, right? It's as it isness pretending to be what is not, but it's always what it is. So that's what I mean. Like any situations that might arise, even when there's a loud kind of like rejection of what is, that is also what is, seemingly rejecting what is by appearing as a rejection. But since this is undivided, everything that appears is what is. So there's no separation, right? So it's almost, it's not really a breakthrough, but seemingly a breakthrough when you see that there's no difference.
yeah, that keeps coming.
Yeah, it comes in waves though, right? I don't know if you can see it, right? It's clarity and then obstruction. Clarity and obstruction. And you think that, oh, freaking me keeps on getting in the way, but no, it's not. It's just like that until it isn't.
Okay.
Okay. You get what I'm saying, right?
I do. Yes.
It's like I think someone's saying, it's like
Yeah.
it's the same. Peekaboo.
Exactly. Yes.
So the one hiding and the one saying peekaboo is the same.
Uh-huh.
This appears as a me, this appears as emptiness. It's the same. It's the same child playing by itself.
It's just like I feel like I need a timeout,
Yesterday at a restaurant, I sat in a corner with this.
Yes. I'm gonna go to the corner for a moment. Thank you so much.
All right. This restaurant had a lot of Buddhas, all over the place. I think like 1,000 Buddhas or something. So there was a Buddha, and I sat below it with that hat. It's funny. iPhone goes, it's a dance. And when the eye judges, it's a dog chasing its tail. Yeah. Yeah, it's a dance. When you hear the rhythm, which is actually silence, when you're dancing along with it, the separation seemingly dissolves because it's just all a dance, and it's just emptiness dancing by itself, or emptiness dancing, emptiness dancing by itself. I'm trying to say dancing stillness. It's just dancing stillness. It's just dancing emptiness. I have such a sweet hangover from all of that cinnamon rolls. It seems like the eye fight to stay relevant. Yeah, seemingly, yeah. So the dropping away of I, the I that was never there in the first place, is the seeing that the I doesn't have any relevance. The I doesn't have any reality. It doesn't have any power. It's powerless. It's just a story. It's just a narrative. And in the powerlessness and the hopelessness, then there's freedom. Unconditionally, of course. Or when it's seen that the I is irrelevant, what is appearing all of a sudden becomes relevant. The trees, the birds, the water, the dancing, the singing, the laughing, the crying, the bitterness, the sweetness. Without the I wishing for relevant, coming up with what's missing, then it sees the fullness of what is. It sees the fullness of whatever is appearing. Hey, Kathy.
Hey, happy
Hello.
birthday
Oh,
again.
thank you.
And
Thank
again
you.
and again.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, I was thinking, I think it was on the last week's video. You had a tiny baby picture in the corner. And it reminded me, I said, boy, if the Rinpoche saw that, just look like, when they go in those movies and they're looking for the next Dalai Lama.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, I was born in the 70s, so that's the only baby picture I have. And it's in black and white.
That was some baby picture.
Yeah.
I guess whatever.
I forgot to put on a tattoo on the baby's arm, so
Oh, is that what they do?
No.
Oh.
I'm just making fun of it.
I didn't see that in the movie, but I saw fictional movies with whatever. Was it Brad Pitt? I don't remember who it was. But anyway, what I was going to say is what happens, like somebody said to you yesterday, it was probably somebody that typed in or something. I think, because sometimes have questions and I don't know where they're coming from.
Oh, usually from the chat. And sometimes people like, asking anonymously.
Oh.
It's from the chat. Yeah. So they go private sometimes,
Oh, I don't even know how to do that. Because maybe I would choose to be private. But anyway, there's nobody choosing. Here we go again. But no, I was saying, somebody asked about, it's the same. Is it the same Jeffrey Dahmer and Harry Potter?
Oh, yeah. That was Cain. Yeah. Yeah, they're seen as a fictional character, right? And both elicit real feelings if you really look at it, right? For example, if you're watching, I don't know Jeffrey Dahmer, you know what I'm saying? But I've seen the documentary, but it felt
I don't know either one of them.
So one is a serial killer and the other one is a wizard.
He was a cannibal too. And then he
Yeah.
ate them, right? Kept them
Yeah.
fresh in the freezer.
Yeah.
And then put them on the barbecue.
Oh.
What I was saying is, you see, what happens is, and I know you're going to say it's duality, but of course, the apparent world is duality. You even say so yourself.
Yeah.
You couldn't hold the glass of water if you didn't have duality.
There's a felt sense of duality, a realness to what's happening. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And there's just so much, so many statistics out there. And what are statistics? Blah, blah, blah. But, the people who do these heinous crimes.
Yeah.
Like she was talking about the babies that were killed in Thailand.
Yeah.
It's statistically proven that they have had a life of prolonged abuse.
Oh, yeah.
And trauma. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you see, the apparent world, things really get distorted. That's where, like I kept saying yesterday, something's missing. There's always something missing in the apparent world. There's always something missing. There's always some distortions.
Yeah.
And whatever. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah. That's the so when there is an illusion of separation, the thing that usually happens is there's something missing. I feel like I'm not home, kind of like the Wizard of Oz, right? So she's looking for her heart, she's looking for bravery, whatever she was looking for. And then when she apparently woke up, nothing was missing. She was always home. Yeah. You were there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a perfect analogy. Yeah.
So everything that is presented, when you are in the fantastical world of attainment, like or hierarchy, like the Wizard of Oz, right? There's this mythical character that's supposed to know everything. So the character that seemed to be lost or lacking longs for that.
Right.
So when it finally sees what's behind the curtain, that it was also another character that's just similarly a lack, it's like a lack. So it's a disappointment, you know what I'm saying? So looking for something that is missing when nothing is missing is always going to end up in disappointment, because when it's seen that nothing was really missing, it's like, oh, why did I think that in the first place? Everything's here already.
Yeah, I'm just trying to express, like, for the 99.9% of the other population that's still out there going, I'm me and you're you and God is God. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all.
totally. Totally.
Just be open. Just be open to it. And
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. If I was still seeking, I would have probably gone to the Amazon already and went to a tribe.
To see the happy tribe.
Yeah, to see the tribe that supposedly doesn't have a language of suffering, right? Their grammar is about it's they don't talk about the past, but of course I'll be there and I'll be thinking about the past and the future. So something is always missing, right? But I get you. I hear you, Kathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just click the heels 3 times.
I gotta get my red shoes first.
Ruby,
My
ruby
red
slippers.
diamond
Is it ruby slippers?
My ruby slippers, yeah.
Thank you, Kathy. How does the I seemingly get, this is a good question from Ben. Do you want to talk about that, Ben?
I'm sorry, I'm just not awake yet very much this morning. Still waking up.
Yeah. What time is it there? Where are you?
I'm not here.
You're not here. Oh, perfect.
I'm nowhere. I'm nowhere.
He's in jail.
Yeah. So yeah, how does this illusionary eye seemingly keep getting in the way of clear seeing?
Yeah.
When it doesn't even exist?
Of course, of course. So if there is going to be, you know, saying this is just another story, right? If there's going to be, if infinity or emptiness is going to have an illusion counterpart, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be persistent. It's going to be well played. It's an illusion that's going to be undoable. So the illusion is the I. So the illusion to maintain duality in a, you know, in a non-dualistic, I don't want to say reality. In a non-dualistic expression, if the non-dualistic expression is going to express in a dualistic way, it's going to be an illusory version of infinity. So it's going to be a tight ship. It's going to be a perfect illusion. So the I will maintain the illusion to maintain its reality is by obscuring the apparent reality, the changeless reality, the stillness, the emptiness, which is the apparent reality. So this illusory reality is going to kind of like have time, a maintenance of that. So seemingly, even if the me collapses or I collapses every single time, because there's no time, there's a continuity to it, the persistence of it. For example, when you woke up this morning, it's going to be like, I was in a meeting yesterday and I'm here now. But let me just rip apart that illusion of you know, the persistent I, right?
Please.
All that there is this. There was no yesterday. There was no a moment ago. There was no a second ago. There was no, it's all an illusion. There's no you here. There's no me here. There's this persistent illusion that there's a history. The moment that you think of an I or you, well, I was here, then it has this seeming, kind of like use a, kind of like seeming, kind of like, you know, like time seems to be from here to here, right? There's a history, birth and death. There seems to be this linearity to it. But what is being expressed here is that there is no time. So if you put that, everything's appearing at this very moment. So this is birth, this is death. This is everything in between appearing all at the same time because there's no time. So there's no I in this singularity because I will separate it. But if you look at a lens of, you know, dualistic reality, the birth and the death, you and I, there's this time. And the persistent illusion in this time is consistent. It has a history. It has a birth. It is going to die. Therefore, it's an illusion. It's not real. But in the apparent middle point of this, you know, there's no middle point or whatever. I'm just trying to illustrate that it's not real. There's this persistent illusion that this is real happening. We're talking, we're breathing. But if it's seen, you know what I'm saying, without any meaning, without any of that soundtrack, that narrative of history, no words, no meaning, it's just going to be this moving stillness. If we just narrow it down, right? Oh, stillness seems to be moving. And then from that point, you know what I'm saying, of movement, everything erupts. The Big Bang, the Armageddon, the black hole, the event horizon, the evolution. This seemingly took millions of years for this to happen, but seemingly it's happening. But since there's no million of years prior to this, not even a second, this is apparently happening. And that's why it's a persistent illusion.
The grand illusion. Yeah.
It is, yeah. I'm going to be so disappointed when if it's really flimsy, right? It's kind of like, oh man, I got fooled. You know, if all of a sudden you see that there's really no one here, meaning that everything is an illusion, and if it's really flimsy, it's going to be so disappointing when it's kind of like, you know, it took 40 plus years to kind of like see this. So it's almost like a long con. It's well played. It's well played. It's kind of like, wow. It's really humbling, and it's kind of like, wow. Wow. And I thought I was enlightened, and I thought I get enlightenment. It's all a story. So when there's this dropping away of all of the stories, then it's like, oh, the story's still going on, but there's no more me in it. Fascinating. The illusion is so persistent that even when there's no you, it will continue running until the apparent body, you know what I'm saying? There's no body again, collapses, and it basically is nothing again. It's amazing. It's amazing. So while there is this apparent birthdays being celebrated, there's a celebration to what is. Although there's no birthdays, there's a celebration. There's a celebration when it walks. There's a celebration when it talks to its parents. My eyes light up when I see my little nephews and nieces, right? Because this is the impossibility. I see emptiness now. There's no I, but it just sees emptiness and everything. It sees itself as everything. It sees itself as celebration of this duality. Duality is not a burden anymore. It's emptiness celebrating emptiness, appearing as dualistic expression. But there, even the word dualistic is just an idea. This is not dualistic. This is not non-dualistic. This is just emptiness appearing as it is.
Do you remember that group Styx, their song "The Grand Illusion"?
No, but I know the
that?
group Styx. No,
Yeah.
Maybe I'm too young for it. But
yeah. I think back in the 70s or early 80s, they had a song called "The Grand Illusion."
I'll look it up.
I was a young guy.
When
I heard that song and the lyrics, and it plays so well to this message.
Yeah,
you know,
I'll look it up. Maybe we'll play it later.
And I kept playing it over and over and wondering at the time, maybe this is all a grand illusion, you know?
Yeah.
That's what kind of started me on that.
Well, it
path.
is. You can't even, you know what, let's even rip apart that. What if this is not an illusion and this is just emptiness appearing as itself? Emptiness interacting as itself. And it's just in plain sight. It's still a wow.
Absolutely.
You don't even have to imagine it's an illusion. What if this is already it? It's always it. It's not even playing pretend, but it's just this automatic programming of asking questions and whatever, but it's just really emptiness. All of it. Nothing excluded. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Emerson.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I do know this song, Just an Illusion by, it's from the 70s.
Oh, yeah, there's another song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different group. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that one. It's a bit of a funky disco song.
Yeah.
It's from the 70s. Yeah. Thank you.
I'll talk a bit later. Thanks.
Hi, Cher.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, my friend.
The illusion is also a name.
It is. It's just another label for something that cannot be
Because
figured out. Yeah.
the illusion cannot be separate of this appearance.
That's right. Yeah. It's just that we're just using terms to seemingly dispel or illuminate that everything is already what it is. Right. So we use terms like illusion, appearance, because what seems to appear is that the apparent character thinks in division, thinks in separation, although it's not thinking and it's not even there. So when it's expressed as an illusion, then it glitches the thinking of saying that, ooh, maybe what I think is not real. We can also just sum it up that everything that's appearing is the real and also unreal at the same time.
Yes, because this is unreal. This is
unreal and real. Yeah,
and appear as real.
that's right. Yeah, you can also call it. There's many names, right? But it cannot be named because by naming it, you make it into something that is not, because it is, and it isn't. It's what it is and also what is not.
Giving is this training or this conditioning is also it's just as.
It's just this, yeah.
It's not separate.
Yeah.
Separate.
And even when it's even when this character tries to really simplify it, right? Or talk really, really directly to it, the default mechanism of someone that's listening to this is, what is he saying? When actually I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. When whatever.
It's just this which appear as this talk or happening as this talk, but it's not happening either. It is just this.
It is not. Yeah, it is not. And that's what's obvious, is that this is happening and then happening. That it's this felt sense of realness and also cannot be felt.
It's like on and off. I cannot explain.
Yeah. It's and then it's funny because there's probably
and there is nothing else.
There's nothing else. Yeah.
Somebody can show me something else than this.
Yeah, there's only this. Yeah, got it. You got it. Yeah, that's clear. That's clear. It's clearly seen already, but when it's thought of, when you think about it, then it seems to be muddied, right?
It's formed.
Yeah.
It's become formed.
Yeah, it becomes an idea, right? And ideas.
Yeah. Construct.
Yeah. Whatever it is and it never changes. It's always this. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's forever. It's something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Again, we're just using word for something that's already. And it doesn't have to be concentrated or witnessed or aware of, because it's always this way. It's always present. Yeah.
It's always like this. I cannot.
It can never be changed. It's always this way. Yeah.
Whatever you do or you don't do, you see, you don't see. It's just this. It's just this.
Exactly. It's always as it is, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just want to say.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cher. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, Rojan. How are
That's
you?
okay. I'm good, just chilling. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Are you drinking wine?
Am I drinking wine at this
Yes.
time?
What time
You
is
think
it
I'm a
there?
crackhead? It's 4:05 p.m.
Oh,
4
is
p.m.
it? Oh, that's
Yeah.
perfect time for wine. 4 p.m.
4 p.m. is perfect time for wine.
I don't know actually.
Maybe I will drink. Don't say this because I will actually end up drinking some. Like, no, I think like 7 p.m. is like a good time.
7 p.m.
for
Okay,
wine.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like 7.
Wine o'clock is 7 p.m.
Yeah. 7, 8, 6, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I had a birthday party birthday dinner. So some people from the Toronto meeting came, and we had I had a cake made out of cinnamon rolls.
Oh my god, amazing.
Yes.
That's perfect for you.
And
I've never heard someone mention cinnamon rolls as much as you have.
I know. I didn't even know it was cinnamon rolls because it had frosting, right? So when I was cutting it, I was like, is this cinnamon roll?
Amazing. They really know you. They really do.
I don't know if there's this dude that made it, and he's not here right now, but I was going to bring him. But yeah. So cinnamon roll cake and just a really good party time. Well, sweet stuff.
Did you have the meeting already? Like the live meeting?
No, I had it a long time ago, maybe a few months ago, but the people that went there, we've gone for dinner already once. So they did a birthday dinner. And it was
so
fun.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
We had Thai food and Japanese food, and I think we stayed in a restaurant till closing. Till the restaurant closed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We were just chatting about nothing at all. It was nice. You might know one person there. The Non-Duality whisperer was there. You know her, Kelsey.
Oh my god, Kelsey was there.
Yeah, Kelsey was there.
Oh, amazing. Oh my god. It's so sad because I live in London and you guys just live like so close.
She sent me this. It's a retirement card.
Oh.
And then
Holy cow. That's so sweet.
Oh, and balloons. I forgot to have balloons.
What, like that are not filled up yet? You should fill them up.
Maybe in a second. Maybe with the dance party at the end. But yeah, Kelsey was there. Kelsey drove a long time to get there because she's like I can't remember where, but it was fun. It was fun. And then Jack.
Kelsey's so sweet.
She is. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait till you guys could like come to London. Like I just want everyone in London.
Oh yeah. Or you come here.
I know. But you guys can come here first. We'll have a little secret ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. It'll be fun. Kelsey's so much fun.
She really is. She's so fucking sweet. Like,
yeah.
I just want to squeeze her cheeks. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. She lives close to me now, so it's great. Not close, but a few couple of hours, I guess, drive. But still, she can.
Closer than everyone else, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how old are you now? Or is that retask?
51.
You're 51?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You don't look a day over 40 at least.
Oh, thank you.
That's crazy. Wow. Should I mute myself?
Okay.
Because I'm just chilling.
It's just fun hanging out with you like this. Yeah. Aliveness. And I'm going to see Grace in a couple of weeks.
You guys are so lucky. It's actually making me so jealous right now.
Yeah, yeah.
You live next to all the
Well,
cool
Grace is
people.
Grace is from New York, so but she's coming here to the Montreal meeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
When is that?
On
Is that going to be on?
I think the 22nd. So
Oh.
the 21st. I can't remember the third week of October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Little Halloween themed, nothingness
Oh.
talks. Yeah, you should put some decorations and stuff.
Maybe I'll get Grace to speak as well.
Oh, 100%. Oh my
Yeah.
God, 100%.
Yeah.
She's so great, man. I was watching her during the LSD trip. I was watching just like a bunch of people. And it's so funny, like during LSD, like you can see their energy. Like it's like it lights up the video. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah.
You know
It
what's
was
funny?
like, I don't know, like light.
I'm not going to mention the name, but one of the person yesterday that went to the birthday thing, there's an apparent falling away as well from the live meeting. Was talking about the mushroom trip of how you guys should talk.
Yeah, I would love to. I love talking about psychedelics, man. It's
especially
so
after
hilarious.
the seeing that there's nothing here, right? It's just
yeah, it's not what I expected at all. Because like before, it would be a lot of loopiness, like a lot of like confusion, and then this time around, it was just pretty colors and lights. And nice.
Upgrade.
It was just upgrade.
Although
But
no one got upgraded, but just the seeing seems to be, it's
it's so much more like, I don't know, you know what? I don't think it's that much of a difference because I don't actually remember. But all I remember is before I would be like either suffering or something. Like there would be some sort of trauma coming.
Or trying to get off it, like, oh, I want this off, right? The trip when it's coming down, then you can't, it's like the sun is rising, you're like looking at the sun. Because it's another form of escape, right? It's escaping what is. So when it's seemingly taken as what is, then it is just what is, so it's pretty colors and vibrantness.
And it was also kind of funny because like this random guy, we had never met him, and this shit always happens when I'm on LSD, where like random strangers like try to, I don't know, fucking come, I don't know, and he started ringing our bell, and we're like, we're not expecting anyone, so we started to get so scared. We were like, what do we do? And then he was like, Yusuf, it's Lizzie, he was like, Lizzie, it's Yusuf, and I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? I'm not Lizzie. And then he was on drugs, so it was just loads of people on drugs. Like it was so fucked. And then we got scared of him. So my flatmate's so much more confrontational than me. So she went downstairs on LSD talking to this other guy who was basically on drugs as well. And they were just both like
on LSD.
Chatting the most shit. Huh?
On LSD. Everyone was on that LSD.
I don't know. No, I think he was on like some powder substances.
Okay.
Because he seemed a bit rough. Like he looked a bit rough. Yeah. And my flatmate was like, he was turning into a rat. He was turning into an animal. Like when I was looking at it. It's so fucking funny. But like I don't know, man. It was just so funny. I actually kind of like psychedelics better now than before, because before it was like I was trekking through time and space. I don't know.
Yeah. For me, it was a hit and miss when there was the character, right? It was either like super fun or walking naked,
I can totally see how that ended up happening. That was so funny. Like, there's no self-awareness, is there? You're just doing what you're doing. It's mad.
Yeah.
Oh, and like, I don't know, because when I was a baby, like I used to look really, like my eyes were really big, and I would look at people like really intensely. And my mum would not even want to look at me while she was breastfeeding me. Like she would not look at me. And then my flatmate, she was like sitting on the bed with me, and she was like, Roshan, like, why are you looking at me so intense? And I was like, I'm not even looking at you, like I'm just looking around. And she was like, no, every time I look up, you're looking at me. But it just reminded me of when I was a baby, like that's probably how they felt. Like, what the fuck is she looking at? Oh, it's so cute.
Linus goes, how walking naked is not fun. I didn't say it was not fun. It's just it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, it probably was.
It was until someone points out to you that police.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, like how you must have been tripping. You must have been. Oh.
Someone goes, Erosion, you're such a vibe. Yeah, Erosion is such a vibe from Nick. And then
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fun now, you know what I'm saying? When there's just no party pooper, if you know what I mean. Right? It's like it's just what is, right? Although, you know what, seemingly maybe because this character is older, it doesn't really long for those stuff, because it's done all of that. Walk naked, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. Partied for days, you know what I'm saying? Festivals a long time ago. It's done that, been there already. So there's no more kind of like escaping this, right? So it's not an escape anymore. It's just aliveness, you know, whatever it is, but it loves these stories, right? Loves the stories about. Someone was telling me, I got two different stories. One was kind of like felt whatever, you know what I'm saying, with it, but the other one was a different story. But they're just stories about what is. And
yeah.
But I love the aliveness, and just kind of like the it's like seeing it as it is. It's not like I remember one time that I got so paranoid because I took so many tabs, you know. I don't know if you've done that.
Yeah, I have. It's not nice.
Then I was running around the festival. It was not called festival before, it was called raves before, you know, in my time. About 30 years ago, or maybe 35 years ago, I can't remember. I was running around going, and then when people finally caught up to me, they're like, what was wrong, Emerson? I'm like, the devil was chasing me. So I was running around thinking that the devil was chasing me.
The same thing happened to me, so I know exactly how that feels.
So they're like, where's Emerson? And all they hear was like, you know, running around.
Yeah. I did that for hours once in the middle of Cambridge. I was running and running and running. Like, I couldn't even, like, I was on the phone to my sister and I was telling her, I'm running away from the Illuminati. Like, you don't understand, like, they're chasing me. And I genuinely was convinced that everyone else was in on it. So like people were trying to help me because I was like being sick and stuff. And I was like, no, I know what you're doing. Like I went nuts. Fuck, yeah, honestly, I'm glad I only took quarter of a tap, because I don't think I can handle more than that again. It's just too intense for no fucking reason.
And yet, you know what? Some seekers seek for this, you know, illumination, not Illuminati, but illumination through psychedelics. And you know what? It's already obvious. It's already this, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, it's a temporary relief of the character trying to control things. It just shows that things are out of control.
Yeah.
Kind of like you know, getting chased by the Illuminati.
Yeah. And you know what the fucked up thing after that is? The people that claim they're the Illuminati keep messaging me saying, you wanna come into the Illuminati? And I'm like, bitch, I'm not doing that. But yeah, oh my God, that was me for like a whole year. Like, I was chasing the same, because my first experience was like, I was God and everything else was God and all that fucking crap.
Yeah.
And I was chasing that. Like my mentality during, like, you know, when you're coming down from the trip, my mentality was, this is the same as normal life, so surely I can maintain this like during my daily life. But then that turned into taking more LSD and more LSD, and it was just a fucking mess.
It's just an escape.
Yeah.
It's just an escape, right? To what is already obvious, right? It's just an escape.
Yeah.
And that's what I did before too, was try to escape. Or birthdays would come and I would get completely wasted, right? I don't know if you still there's nothing wrong or right about that. It's just what is, right? But you know, but the birthday without any kind of, you know, alcohol is the same as with alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's really fun.
When did you do it? Last weekend or just
This was like 2 days ago, so the day before.
Oh,
yesterday.
that's right. Yeah. You were talking about, I don't have a memory, but you were talking about it yesterday too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you did say, I'm gonna come for your birthday. I'm like, oh yes.
Yeah. I'm good. I thought it was your birthday yesterday, but it wasn't, thankfully. But well, I don't know why I said thankfully, but yeah, that was fun. It was so random, like, I don't know. And it's just so fun to hug people on LSD, like just to hug. I love hugging, man. And I love affection. Like, affection's so nice.
Yeah. Full on.
Yeah.
That's what I used to like when I did Molly when I was in my 20s.
I've heard of that. I don't know about doing drugs like that, because like every time I've done a powdered substance, it just tastes so disgusting that
back in the 90s, it was a tablet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't know. Those kind of drugs, like, just, gross. I don't know. I've done them a couple of times, but like,
no. Yeah.
I don't think that.
Well, this is already unconditional love. You can just hug anyone.
Yeah, I wish I could hug randomly for free. And just hug baby.
you can have a sign. Free hugs.
Oh,
one day.
yeah.
Yes.
That would be so cute, but I feel like I'm kind of scared of doing that.
Okay.
Kind of scared.
When it comes to London, we'll do it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes. And we can,
all right.
Oh my God. Yes.
I'll be a bouncer.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Thank you, Rojan. Nice chatting with you. Oh, Kingos, what's your favorite thing to do? This. And DJing. Can you move to England, please? The houses are cheap. Maybe. I'm sure you've heard of the story before when there was this desperation of seeking here. I was planning to move to London and put a tent outside of Tony's house.
I come to Germany. It's in the middle of Europe.
I'll end up there soon. Don't worry.
And Estonia too.
What's that?
And Estonia.
It's still, yes. Hi, Erie.
Yes.
Hi, Yuri.
Hi,
And
hi.
Rigo.
Hi.
I can see you.
Just
Just a second.
a second. You can't see us because we are on the sauna right now.
Oh, okay, okay. No worries.
Again.
Estonia,
Happy
yes.
birthday.
Oh, thank you, Rigo and Erie. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll give you cake soon, Erie. I know you wanted some of that cake. Netherlands, yes, Nick. Soon. Apparently. What time is it in Estonia?
6:25, 6 p.m.
Okay. All right. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Hi, Lauren.
Hi again, Emerson.
Hello.
I was wondering if you could talk about manifestation and synchronicity.
That's another illusion. Just
Okay.
went straight to the point. Yeah. I used to think that I used to manifest, you know, and all that kind of stuff. Anything that involves time, right? When it's seen that there's this appearance of time, manifestation happens through time, synchronicity happens in time. It's nice, you know, saying I didn't want to let it go before, right? Because it feels really nice, like, oh, this is really synchronistic. Or, you know, I manifested this or something. But it's just a little toy of separation again, right? Because for manifestation to happen, it means that there's someone separate that's manifesting it from what is already. So what is, again, when that concept of you creating something or you know, synchronicity happening or anything time-based, there's a contentment of what seems to appear, because it's gonna like finally enough, right? You know, it's manifestation is a sense of lack, because you think that there's something lacking. That's why, you know, I'm manifesting something that it's like a wish. It's like a birthday wish. It's like I want to manifest a Ferrari or something, right? It's just a wish. Or I manifest, like, you know, a soulmate or my perfect love or something. And then the synchronicity happens, you know, like, oh, it's 4:44. Maybe I should manifest my soulmate and my Ferrari, that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like blow the candle. It's the same, you know, it's like a child's wish. It's innocent. It's what happens to. There's nothing wrong or right about it. But again, it's just another apparition, so to speak, and trying to disguise what is already contentment. Because it's like when if by all accounts, this apparent life looks like a failure, right? Because it was a successful teacher before, it had a house and it had a relationship and everything. When all of that was collapsed, meaning when it was gone, this is, but how somehow there's contentment here. There's happiness here. There was no happiness when it had all of that seeming things that people want to manifest. A soulmate, a house, a career, wealth, right? Somehow this character doesn't have any of that, but it's content.
Yes.
Yeah. So manifestation is just another timely illusion to create this separation. Yeah. But there's nothing wrong or right about it. It's just what's happening. It's just a story.
Yes.
Yeah.
When this was appearing as the introduction today,
yeah,
you talked about this, that, you know, sometimes there's a cinnamon roll cake and that can be delightful. And sometimes there's nothing.
Yeah.
And there's contentment.
Yeah.
I understand. Well, that resonates absolutely with the movement towards there not being a me.
Yeah.
Or maybe just a sense that there isn't actually a me.
Yeah.
But then in what's happening, it can be delightful when things are synchronistic.
Oh, yeah. Seemingly, right? Oh, wow. You know what I'm saying?
And that seemingly.
Why not?
Yeah, okay. And so what is the phenomenon then of the reflection on, well, why did that happen? How can that happen again?
Oh,
not that I want a Ferrari, but just that it's there's a certain sometimes arrangement that is very synchronistic, and it's very
yeah. Well, again, you know what? That's really nice. Kind of like, you know, it's a really nice happening, but it's also just not really happening at the same time. It's just, you know, there's nothing wrong or right about it. It seems synchronistic, you know what I'm saying? So why not? Like, for example, it's just fun. It's just fun and play. It's just a game, right? But when it becomes something serious, you know, like, how come we're not you know, I'm not synchronistic and I've lost my synchronicity with the universe or something. You know what I'm saying? How do I do that? Then it becomes suffering, doesn't it? Right? Because it's either synchronistic or not synchronistic. So that's dualistic. So what's missed is this aliveness here, that this seemingly appearance of heart beating, you know, eyes blinking, breathing, seeing, smelling, air happening, you know, hugs happening, talking happening is enough. Is enough. It's almost like that this celebration of this life that is not even real is alive. You're walking kind of like, I think I was talking to someone when there was a falling away, and she was basically saying, the ground is kissing my feet every time I walk. I'm kissing the emptiness every time I speak.
Nice.
Yeah. The air is making its presence, although it's not there. Right? It's just beautiful. It's goosebumps all the time, right? Because there's like, wow, how could this be happening? So there's this bewilderment and amazement of this impossibility, of colors appearing, you know, the brown hair, you know, the green leaves, the electric fan on the ceiling, of how it turns, right? It's just so, the sounds, it's so full. And then to think that there should be something synchronistic is almost denying this present celebration. It's beautiful. It's already overwhelming, so to speak, right? It's already stunning, the clarity of it. A walk outside the park is better than a Ferrari. Well, Ferrari is nice too, but you know. But you know, saying that the walk outside the park the seeing of all the leaves is enough. It's like when someone's longing for love, and finally there's enough love, and it doesn't even involve another.
Yeah.
Because love is everywhere. It's unconditionally appearing as whatever, right? So there's kind of like there's contentment. I'm like, oh wow, it feels like I'm hugged all the time. I'm home all the time. I'm never lost. I'm never left behind. I'm never unloved. Because the I that fluctuates of love and everything is no longer there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got it?
Got it.
Got it. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Monique, what are you wearing?
Where's Monique?
Hi guys. Well, it's no one's birthday today, so it's a little
Oh, hi. That's awesome.
little nature gear.
Nice. You look like the the goddess of the garden.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
Is there a goddess of the garden?
You are.
Oh, thank you. That's sweet, you're funny.
The Garden of Eden.
Sitting.
What's that?
I said I'm the goddess of babysitting.
Who are you? Oh, you have the baby there.
Not today. I'm not
Not
babysitting.
today.
I'm
Okay.
just
Nice. Well, goddess regardless. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take it.
Okay.
Happy
Nice
birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you. This is the best unbirthday ever. Lauren, hi. Oh, no. Okay. 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 It was there before. Oh, thank you. Hey, Kathy. Hello. Kathy? I'm not sure. Susan. Hi, Susan.
Hey.
Hello.
So, hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Emerson.
thank you, Susan. Thank you. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you. And just keep it rolling. Just keep those words of brilliance. Just keep them rolling.
Oh.
Yeah, you're absolutely a genius,
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Just good looking, but maybe a genius.
Everything, yeah. You're everything, right? So there you go. Nothing but everything.
I'm just copying Tony. Tony. But how are you doing? How's Seattle?
I'm good. It's great. I tour a lot, so I'm a lot on the road and traveling. But yeah, it's great. Seattle is beautiful. It's late summer. Yeah, so we have nice weather all the time, and yeah.
Yeah. I miss it over there. It's quite nice.
Yeah, I couldn't make it when you were in Vancouver City. I know you were there in person.
Yeah, I was close. I was close there before, but it's beautiful there too.
Yeah.
And Portland is really nice too. Portland is really nice too.
Yeah. The West Coast is really nice. And if you come back over here, I'll see if I can make it at that time.
Yeah, for sure.
Or if you want to come to Seattle, you're welcome. Absolutely.
Thank you, Susan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I'll see you around. I listen to you a lot, and this, yeah, your words are just amazing. I know they're just words, but somehow they're just yeah.
Thank you,
Beautiful.
Susan. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
Enjoy
for
the rest of your birthday. And
I will. I will. Thank you.
I'll see you next time.
I'll see you next time, Susan.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, it's a birthday cake. Petra. Oh, and it says happy birthday. Thank you. That's cool. When is your birthday, Petra? Unbirthday.
February 2nd.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, for a moment I thought we could also be dog poop. But we're not that white. In brown, it would be perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. Looks cute. is there an analysis of consequence? Analysis might apparently happen, but the one that's analyzing it doesn't have any consequence, doesn't have any power really. It's just analyzing. It's like trying to figure out something, but what is trying to figure it out cannot be figured out. So what seems to happen, of any kind, like there's an appearance of consequence, but there is no one that's analyzing it. Does that make any sense? Do you want to add to that, Lauren?
I'm appreciating the silence of what is.
Yeah. Isn't it deafening? Isn't it so loud, the silence? Yeah.
Yeah.
So once it's heard, it cannot be unheard. It's silent. Everything is silent. Everything that appears is silent. Everything that is heard is silent. Everything that is thought of is silent. So it's just the silence of everything. So silence appears in everything, and what's longed for is silence. So silence that is being sought for is already this. This is silence. I know that silent smile. Happy unbirthday.
The happiest. Oh, yeah. It's like sparks.
Yeah.
Of fire that just aren't. I liked when somebody said earlier, it's on and off.
Yes, it is. But it's always still at the same time. Wild. Yeah. Wildness. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll just keep on doing this, laughing back and forth for no reason. Oh, thank you, iPhone. Oh, thank you, Ileana. Ileana made me some cinnamon buns.
Not quite ready.
Okay, okay. Have eternal patience.
Good. Just as well.
Okay. Hey, Ben.
Isn't it amazing that nothing needs to be said, but everything is said?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
the silence says it all.
Exactly.
I mean,
Bingo.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we're talking or silent. It's the same.
It's the same. Yeah. Nothing is needed. Everything is already complete. That's the contentment that I'm talking about, right? That everything is already the silence is so loud that it drowns out everything.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. That's
Thank
all I
you.
wanted to say. Thanks.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Monique, because there's no one here, the thoughts are seen, but no beliefs appear. It becomes more and more obvious and no one is doing it. It's like the disappearance of what was never there becomes everything. Brilliant, Monique. Brilliant. Nick goes, truly one of the best meetings. Oh, thank you, Nick. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for, we'll see you back in an hour. And thank you. That was it was just awesome